Flags go up. And they're off. 7 runners over 2 3/4 miles. The William Hill Boyne Hurdle. It's a grade 2, and it is Maxxum on the outside of Bustleton. Going on by a couple of lengths to Farren Glory, who landed in a disputing third with the Thedevilscoachman and Menelindo. Meet and greet, and trailing early on is the grey Riviere de Tel. Over the second flight, increasing the lead is Maxxum to 4 lengths over Bustleton. Third is the Thedevilscoachman, winner of the race 3 years ago, and then Farren Glory, who's sharing fourth with Menelindo. The final couple are meet and greet in the mare Riviere de Tel. Flight number 3, third of 13, Maxxum. Out in front of the field from Bustleton, the Thedevilscoachman Menelindo, and then Farren Glory. Riviere de Tel has picked up ground on the outside and now trailing the field is meet and greet. Racing to the end of the back straight, having jumped 3. And it's Maxxum being reeled in by stable companion Riviere de Tel, who's now within a couple of lengths. And then Bustleton, the Thedevilscoachman, the back 3 are Menelindo, Farren Glory and meet and greet. Coming towards the 4th flight. And it's Maxxum and Danny Gilligan up and over from Riviere de Tel. Jordan Gainford within a couple of lengths. Third is Bustleton and Richie Deegan, and fourth is the Thedevilscoachman Mark Walsh. Then Menelindo and Rachel Blackmore, Farren Glory, Sam Ewing, and at the rear is meet and greet and Philip Enright. Inside their final 2 miles, as they straighten that up for hurdles 5 and 6, and it's Maxxum the leader from Riviere de Tel, then Bustleton, the Thedevilscoachman next. To the outside is Menelindo, and then Farren Glory has been chasing Farren Glory, and at the rear is meet and greet. Downhill they come to the flight nearest the stands, last one next time, and Maxxum has been picked off by Riviere de Tel, who presses ahead. Little break then to Bustleton. The Thedevilscoachman, Farren Glory is 2 behind, Menelindo and meet and greet. Opening up is Riviere de Tel. Coming to the flight, that'll be the final flight next time, and the William Hill Boyne Hurdle. Riviere de Tel extends the lead to 4 to 5 lengths from Maxxum. Shading third is the Thedevilscoachman from Bustleton. And then Menelindo, 6 years since he last jumped a hurdle in public, in company with Farren Glory on the inside, and finally meet and greet. Out they go with the circuit to race. 7 flights left to jump. As they head inside the halfway stage, Riviere de Tel further clear now from Maxxum. And then Bustleton, the Thedevilscoachman, Farren Glory, Menelindo, and meet and greet. Returning to the point at which they started, it's Riviere de Tel with a reduced advantage over Maxxum. Third is Bustleton, and fourth is the Thedevilscoachman together, and Farren Glory and Menelindo. And looking on from last place, it's meet and greet. Going to the flight, which was their first. It's 6 from the finish this time. Riviere de Tel has been taken out of the race. Before that flight, 9 furlongs from the finish, leaving Maxxum back in the lead from Bustleton. 2 lengths between 1 and 2, and then the Thedevilscoachman, Farren Glory, Menelindo, and meet and greet over the next flight down the far side. With a mile to go, it's Maxxum, followed by Bustleton, the Thedevilscoachman next and third, and then Farren Glory, Menelindo, and meet and greet. Going to the last of 3 flights down the far side, this flight is 4 from the finish, and it is Maxxum from Bustleton, the Thedevilscoachman over third. Little between Farren Glory and Menelindo for the 4th place, and still observing it all from the back is meet and greet. 6 furlongs to go, 3 flights to jump. Maxxum, followed by Bustleton, the Thedevilscoachman, Farren Glory, Menelindo, and meet and greet. Second in the race in the past as they come towards the 3rd last flight. Maxxum up there in the vanguard from the outset, followed by Bustleton, then the Thedevilscoachman clear running 3rd, over in 4th, Farren Glory from Menelindo, who's getting a nudge, and then meet and greet. Homeward bound with 2 flights left to jump. Half a mile to go. Maxxum from Bustleton And the Devil's Coachman, as these three tighten up, they're covered by 2.5 lengths, followed by Farren Glory, Manilendo, and Meet and Greet now being wound up in last. Straightening for the final 2 flights, the William Hill Boyne Hurdle. It's Maxxum from Bustleton, the Devil's Coachman, the outside, the white cap, followed by Farren Glory, Manilendo, and Meet and Greet over 2 out. Maxxum from Bustleton and the Devil's Coachman. Good run to the final flight. In fourth is Farren Glory as Meet and Greet relegates Manilendo to be last of the remaining sextet, and it's Maxxum now being pursued by the Devil's Coachman, the outside, shaking off the attentions of Bustleton and Farren Glory and coming to the final flight. It is Maxxum challenged by the Devil's Coachman. These two will fight out the finish of the Boyne Hurdle. Maxxum on the inside from the Devil's Coachman, now the hill, and it's Maxxum finding from the Devil's Coachman, gone well clear of Farren Glory, and it is Maxxum winning the Boyne Hurdle from the Devil's Coachman and Farren Glory.
Yes, just going to walk back in with Danny Gilligan. Danny, well done. You got the fraction spot on Maxxum, of course, to win a first of 2 grade 2s in the card.
Yeah, it looked that way on paper going out, that there wasn't a whole pile to go on. And the only worry I had on the way around was when Gordon's other mare went wrong, but hopefully she's all right. Anyway.
She's okay. She's been led back in by Jordan.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Once they're all right after coming out of it, that's the main thing.
Yeah, you were able to get it easy in front then. This horse stays well too. You got a breather into him at a vital time.
Yeah, I got a breather into him and then kicked from the top of the hill at the back of the second last, and thankfully it worked out anyways.
And obviously when Mark Walsh has joined you, I think the two of you landed upsides or took off upsides over the last, didn't you?
Yeah, my lad was good and gutsy though, to be fair to him, and he was probably just doing enough in front at the same time as well.
Good stuff. Could be the start of a good day. Coffee's Forge, I thought was interesting in the next.
Yeah, had a good run in Clonmel, first run for Gordon, so fingers crossed can improve, step up from that, and should have a good run, please God.
And obviously stellar story. Last season's Royal or Albert Bartlett winner has to put behind a disappointing run. Didn't jump with any great fluency at Leopardstown. The run was too bad to be true at Christmas.
Yeah, but we've done a lot of jumping and schooling with him at home, so fingers crossed he'll improve on his jumping aspect anyways, and put up a good performance.
Wine and dine then you find.
Yeah, he's been kind of consistent way in the handicaps, and hopefully there will be a day in him.
Great stuff. Well done.
Cheers, thanks, Kev.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.